Most tomato farmers lose their biggest profits on the day they transplant, not at harvest. I wish I knew this before I planted my own tomatoes, because I was doing everything that looked right, digging holes, watering, spacing, but I was wrong. My plants started struggling early and I didn't understand why. And if you are about to transplant or already did, then listen carefully, because there are 5 things that actively decide whether you will make profit or loss. But before you think this is just another farming advice video, watch until the end to see the last dangerous mistake almost every farmer in Kenya is doing, assuming it is normal. Let us go through it step by step. And the following is accountable for more than 50% of yield loss worldwide. Pests. The moment your seedlings hit the field, pests don't wait. They attack weak, stressed seedlings fast before even fertilizer get a chance to work. And watch and see how cutworms, whiteflies, aphids, thrips, and root rot nematodes quickly steal your profit. Cutworms, these ones hide in the soil during the day and come out at night to chew through the stem of newly transplanted seedlings. And the worst part, it causes the plant to permanently topple or die immediately. I won't tell you how many plants will be lost in just few days and what it means to profit. Fortunately, we have 2 solutions. Solution A, we have alpha cypermethrin insecticides that work with contact actions, such as alpha, bestox, benzoyl, and tata alpha. Solution B, contact properties of lambda cyhalothrin. Brands include Lexus, Pentagon, or Ambligo. Remember, the best way to control cutworms is by drenching the soil with these insecticides in the planting hole just after transplanting. Pause, because the next one is even more worse. Whitefly. One whitefly doesn't scare anyone. The problem is that farmers never notice the first 10. They notice the thousands that appear later when the leaves are yellow. This greatest harm happened to my farm. It is dangerous than you think. The physical sap-sucking harm of whitefly should not scare you. The greatest harm is tomato yellow leaf curl virus, and it has no cure. And once infected, it will end up producing little or no fruits at all. But for us to manage our bills, we need profit. So let us control the vectors early using either imidacloprid systemic insecticide or thiamethoxam systemic insecticides. Imidacloprid insecticides include emerald, kohinoor, dimiprid, admire, balcon, or imifos. Thiamethoxam insecticides include Redapro, Lexus, Amidomax, Actara, or Gallop. I also remember failing to use yellow sticky traps to monitor whitefly pressure early. And we have another pest. Thrips focuses on terminal bud or leaves. The mistake I did, I was underestimating them without noticing they were transmitting tomato spot wilt virus to my plant. And virus mean no cure. Urgently use spinosad insecticides such as Tracer, Spinotech, or Entrust. You can also use acetamiprid insecticides such as Acetasta, Tajiri, Axelan, or K-Pride. Imagine, after using every possible ways to guard my leaves against sucking pests, they were dying. I thought they were diseases, only to realize root, not nematode. These microscopic worms attacking roots in the soil confused me with diseases. My young tomatoes were stunted. They later turned yellow and started to wilt during hot part of the day. I even thought I was not giving my babies sufficient water. What if they lacked some nutrients? Avoid guessing like me to protect your profit. Apply nematicides such as Velum Prime, Alonze, Crop Guard, or Nimbecidine. Drench the insecticides in the soil just after transplanting. And pests are dangerous, but they are not the most expensive threat. Diseases. Imagine waking up one morning and noticing a few leaves turning yellow. You tell yourself you will check tomorrow. 3 days later, half the field looks different. That is how tomato diseases steal profit. Not overnight, but so gradually that farmers react too late. I didn't realize that transplant shock causes tiny wounds that open door for early infections. You're about to see how dabbing off, bacterial wilt, early blight, septoria leaf spot causes destruction in cash terms. Dabbing off, I remember that month it never rained and it was too hot. I took the initiative of watering my field, and I did watered my field. After several days of continuous watering, my seedlings started to darken, some collapsed and died. Help me revenge these soil-borne fungi by using copper-based fungicides or systemic fungicide. Our defense system is to maintain a good soil-water balance, and our attacking team is copper-based fungicides such as Green Corp, Nodox, Funguran, or Champion. You can also control them by using systemic fungicide that have metalaxyl and mangozeb as active ingredient, and they include Ridomil Gold, Tower, Topstar, or Famil. And dabbing off is nothing, because the next one has no cure. Bacterial wilt, a perfectly green healthy plant in the morning, then later when it becomes hot, it withers, and after 2 days of repeated pattern, it dies. That is bacterial wilt. No cure, no recovery. All money and profit is gone. But we can do something. 1. We can plant certified resistant varieties to bacterial wilt. 2. We can practice crop rotation by avoiding to plant the same field after pepper, potatoes, eggplant, or African nightshade, or avoid Solanaceae family in general. 3. We can also soil drench our planting holes with the copper bactericides to heal the tiny wounds caused by transplant shock. Some people argue that copper fungicides such as Funguran, Nodox, Green Corp, or Champion can heal these tiny wounds. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comment section below. If you have any possible solution to bacterial wilt, you can share in the comment section below. Have you ever encountered a tomato field that is green today and 3 days later it is completely darkened? Early blight. I am among those farmers that assume it only attacks mature plant, but that is not the case. For this case, my plants are quite young, so it becomes tricky to control them with strong chemicals. Now, the best way is to use the conduct properties of mangozeb, or rather use preventive conduct fungicides such as Oshodhen, Milden, or Dithen. And before the end of this video, I will talk about how pests and diseases develop resistance to chemicals. But before that, we have another disease that hit farmers unknowingly: Septoria leaf spot. These numerous small circular spots with dark margins hit many farmers off guard during rainy seasons. If you don't use copper-based fungicides as a rescue plan, it will destroy your field. Now, let me confess something. For me to fully maximize on my profit, I always make sure I save on any labor cost. 1 tank mixing of insecticides, fungicides, and foliar feeds saves on labor cost. Pause. Use the spray as starter soil drench alongside mulching your field. But many people think pests and diseases are the greatest challenges. Basal fertilization. If tomato farming were a marathon, basal fertilizer will be breakfast. Skip it and you will spend the entire race trying to catch up. That's why any fertilizer you add either boosts your crop or burn your profit without knowing it. At this stage, our goal is to overcome transplant shock. We need to develop the root hairs while embracing the early foliage. Our plant thus requires heavy phosphorus and some nitrogen. If not, well-decomposed manure can serve you well. But my best choice is chicken droppings. Although cow or goat manure works to improve soil structure, retain moisture, and add microbes to your soil. But Kenyan soil are acidic due to excessive use of DAP over the years. So never skip these options. Option A, non-acidified blends number 1, Yaramira Power or Yaramila Unique 17 for planting. It is ideal for acidic soil because they have soluble phosphorus, nitrogen, and potassium. They also have micronutrients such as sulfur, zinc, and magnesium, thus giving the young seedling a uniform start. Number 2, DAP Plus. This DAP blend with high phosphorus has been buffered to prevent soil acidification. And the next option will surprise you. Option B, the normal DAP or traditional DAP, which is the cheapest source in the market for high phosphorus and nitrogen, but it poisons your soil over time. Mix DAP with lime to stop acidity. Option C, use Agromaster fertilizer with a ratio of 20 to 30 to 2 for planting, supplied by Amiran, Kenya. But there is another level of basal fertilization that only smart farmers do. Crucial micronutrients booster to help unlock bound nutrients in the soil and stimulate rapid root elongation. Use number 1, humic acid such as Yumi Power. Mix 1 kg of humic acid powder per 50 kg of fertilizer bag to help unlock bound nutrients in the soil. Micronutrients booster number 2, calcium or lime. Use small amount of lime or calcium rich starter into the planting holes to help build plant cell wall from day one, thus preventing blossom end rot later. And how do you go about with this new fertilization program? Here is our bonus step-by-step guide on how you can do all these application. Number 1, dig your planting hole with a spacing of 60 cm by 100 cm between plants and rows respectively. Number 2, put 1 to 2 handful of well-decomposed manure in your planting holes. Number 3, put 10 grams of basal fertilizer such as Yaramira Power, DAP, or Agromaster 20 to 30 to 2 for planting. Number 4, mix thoroughly with loose soil at the bottom of the planting hole. Never let roots to touch raw fertilizer. Number 5, place your seedlings and backfill with a handful of topsoil and farm gently. Number 6, water immediately with the starter drench of contact fungicides, insecticide, and foliar fertilizer. And do you know that even with the right basal fertilizer, your plant may fail to fully recover? Foliar fertilization. If basal fertilization were a bread, then foliar fertilization would be a tea. Actually, foliar fertilization play a significant role by supplementing basal fertilization. but it can never replace Basal fertilization. I've seen farmers mix 4, 5 or even 6 products in one knapsack hoping for miracles. The truth might surprise you. It is not just spraying, it is timing. And if you get it wrong, you end up slowing your growth instead of speeding it up. Our goal is to combat transplant shock and stimulate rapid root elongation. And these foliar fertilizer brands are willing to help us with our goal. Number 1, Afri-Kelp. Dip seedlings in the mixture of Afri-Kelp or spray normally. It is formulated with the sea extract to improve seedling survival in the field. Number 2, Optimizer. Boost young seedlings' immunity, help them cope up with stress and shock. We also have high phosphorus starter foliar fertilizer for cold soil or acidic soil such as Gold Chance, Superstart, Maximizer, Seriplander, and Plant Soul. We also have NPK foliar fertilizer with micronutrients to quicken foliage growth such as Harmony, Gatit, Superstart, and Master 19. We also have immune booster such as Agriphyte, targeting fungi and the roots. To avoid being biased, let me know in the comment section below which foliar fertilizer is working well in your farm. Pause. Think of a pilot accidentally shutting down an aircraft engine mid-flight, much like a farmer accidentally applying strong weed killer instead of liquid fertilizer. Now, these dangerous mistakes farmers make daily. The most expensive tomato farming mistake I've seen wasn't a disease, it wasn't a pest. These are mistakes that almost every farmer in Kenya does, assuming it is normal. Do you identify any of these mistakes that deny farmers profit daily? Number 1, failing to harden off seedling before transplanting. This is more dangerous because farmers take seedlings from a shaded place or greenhouse and plant them directly under scorching sun of open field. To avoid killing your profit before they grow, expose seedlings to direct sunlight for 7 days. And the next one, number 2, transplanting in the midday heat of the sun so as to save on labor or meet a schedule or desire to plant more. Number 3, planting seedlings too deep or too shallow. Planting too deep causes the stem to rot and is highly prone to cutworms, while planting too shallow causes weak root system. And the next one will scare you. Number 4, transplanting leggy or aged seedlings. And how can we solve these dangerous mistakes? Awareness. Comment below any mistake you think farmers are doing to create awareness. In aviation, pilots rely on multi-engine redundancy to survive. In agriculture, farmers rely on diverse crop spacing or stagger planting schedule so as a mistake in one area does not wipe out the entire harvest. Actually, I have proven that profit making is not the end result of harvesting. So, fixing all these tiny mistakes help our profit to grow within the plant. Do you realize that transplanting stage leads to vegetative stage? Don't panic yet. Our next upload is going to tackle vegetative stage, flowering stage, fruit setting stage, fruit bulking stage, and harvest. And we have discovered another technology of tomato farming, and we will be sharing in our next upload. People are subscribing because real farming tips is rare and valuable. Human is to error. So if you find anything good or bad about this video, let us know in the comment section below. But I still feel there are bigger things than money in this life. That which you do, even if you don't get paid. Making others feel special. Therefore, reach one, teach one, each one, and together we make a difference.